Okay, wait, let me see. I think I'm here with my cameras, with the lights on, with my supplies. So I think I'm ready. Okay, the funny thing is, I actually gave away almost all my bird ornaments. So, wait, I'm I'm supposed to be muted. Okay, that's so I can see the chat. Okay, I see Karen, Sonia, Martha, Sherry. Hello, everybody. Dawn, Wendy, Amy. Amy always, if she can. Okay, so I was saying I gave away almost all of my ornaments, um, be- so I don't really have any to show you finished. Well, that's not exactly true. I had a bluebird ornament, but I have hidden it from myself. I don't know how I do that. Like every time I like just hide stuff from myself. So anyway, I'm going to show you the cardinal ornament, and then I've got a bluebird cut out in cardstock. I made the cardinal ornament. I like it in cardboard. It's almost like glue. If you glue two layers together, it's almost like wood, and it just lasts so much longer. You know, I like cardboard. But the other thing is that you can do cardstock, but I would still have a cardboard layer in the middle or use like 3 or 4 layers of heavy cardstock. And when I was cutting these out, I realized I actually cut out 5 birds on one sheet with all the wings too. So I saw somebody from Montana. My best friend lives in Missoula, near Missoula, Stevensville, and we used to ski at Big Sky. I love Big Sky. Okay, and then I see somebody from Los Angeles. Yeah, so y'all are all the way across the country. Okay, so I you can cut out at least 2 complete sets of birds and wings with one sheet of 8.5 by 11 cardstock. And if you use 8 by 12 cardstock, I mean 12 by 12 cardstock, I think you could get 3 whole birds out of it, 3 entire bird ornaments. Because, like I said, I glue them together. So you glue a front and back together, and just to make it sturdier. Let me get something in, and I'll show you why I think it's so important. This is an ornament I made before, and it's just one layer of cardstock, and you'll see cardboard. Sorry. I didn't mean to have to get up, but I always find something. Okay, let's see. All right. This little gingerbread man is painted with gingerbread paint. You know, we learned to make pumpkin spice paint, but basically you just mix in um, gingerbread spices like cinnamon, cloves, ginger, of course, and you mix the paint with the brown paint. You make it really thick, and wait, let me see. Can you see the texture on it? It really does look like gingerbread, but this is just one layer of cardboard, and it gets kind of warpy. So I really think it helps to glue 2 layers together. Okay, so that was my one of my samples. And it was supposed to have a bird in it, but like I said, I hid the bird from myself. Oh, I think I know where the bird is. My brother just came over. Wait, Ben, will you get that box right there on top of the blue box? That's the box I hid from myself. I just realized I found it. Okay, I'm going to switch to the overhead camera so you can see me make it. Let me see if I can find my bird. Yes, I found my birds. Thank goodness Ben showed up. Ben is my brother. He lives next door. And he helps me with stuff that I mess up on, like pumping up my tires on my bike and car. Okay, this is the Bluebird. Like I said, I gave away most of them. It's glittered. I'll show you with the top down. Okay, I'm going to switch to the top down, with my sophisticated method of rotating the camera so it blurs. And then, where is the other thing? Top down. There we go. So you can see the little bird. And this is a cardboard version. So it's pretty thick, but it's also very sturdy. And I glittered it. I think it just makes such a pretty Christmas ornament. And I drew it. This is an eastern bluebird. I think western bluebirds have a white breast, but eastern bluebirds have yellow breasts. And since I'm in South Carolina, U.S., that's what I did. The bluebird has a 4-layered wing, and there's a pattern with a hole in the wing. So, and there's also a pattern without. There are SVG and PDF patterns, and this is number 73 in the pediatric ER, in the paper glitter glue library. I don't know why I said pediatric ER. That's where I used to work. Okay, and one thing I wanted to show you is if you paint on plain cardboard, it doesn't, sometimes it can be very transparent and not as bright. So I always prime it with white. This is the back of one of them. Prime it with white, and then you get a more solid color. And I was in a hurry. I did all this prepping today, so I didn't. Normally, I think I would do 2 coats for red. For a deep color like this, I would do 2 coats for red. Okay. So first thing, and I should have done this before I painted them, make sure the holes are open. They're so much easier because you're going to line up the wings based on the holes in the bird. Or rather, I think it's easiest if you do that. So make sure you can see the holes. And you need, yes, we're going to align the bird as a right and left hand bird, or left and right hand. Poke through this. This longer piece is the bottom piece. Each piece on the bird's wing gets progressively shorter. There are 3 pieces for, I think they're 3. Okay, 2, let's see, 3, yes. Let's poke our holes and kind of line up our holes. I threaded it, I already threaded it, because as you get older, sometimes you don't see as well. And I didn't want to be like, sticking my head down like, where are the holes? So here we go. Those are the 3 layers of the wing. So this is a left wing, and let's do a right wing. Find the right piece. Like I said, I made enough to make 2 complete birds. Really a little bit more than 2 complete birds. Let's line up the holes again. I see some New York people. I wonder if it's cold up there. I don't live far from the North Carolina mountains, and they had snow, and it really looks pretty, but they're still recovering from the hurricane, so I think it's kind of a pain. Okay, I keep migrating off camera. All right, so these are the 3 pieces for the right wing, and then I painted little beaks and the black piece. So let's do it. Let's make sure that's right. Uh-oh, Alley Cat's gonna, oh no, this is Bill. You can't see him. This is Bill. He's my oldest cat. He's 10. He's ornery, and he moved himself downstairs. So he lives downstairs, partly because he messes with everybody else, but he likes it. It's not like, it's not like he's being ostracized. But I am going to have to move him because he is under my chin. And he probably will shed cat hairs. Okay. Are those all the pieces? I believe those are all the pieces we need. Let's scoot my chair over a little bit. Actually, I'm going to move the camera over a little bit. Please, Bill. You got to go, Bill. Okay, glue. To put the 2 pieces back to back, I'm going to use my thicker glue. Part of that's because I'm on camera. Oh yeah, the birds. I have these decorative birds. Oh man, they want to kill them. Those little, they're real pretty cardinals. But they They think they're real. Okay, let me see. Oh, yeah, the contest. The Christmas contest is going on right now. If you like the mini houses, there's a link on the front page of the website. Let's go back to my needle and make sure I'm lining it up. Okay, so the two pieces are together. Now I'm going to glue the wing. Let's put, wait, let me make sure I do it right. The little hole is kind of at the top. Sonia says she doesn't get snow in lower Alabama. We 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 usually get one snow per year at most. Line up the hole. There's the wing. And when you put the wing on, again, line it up with the hole. That'll help you place it right, place it correctly. And I like the dimension that the Cardinal does. My friend from Montana was visiting me, and she always got up earlier than I did. Remember, I worked like kind of the night shift in the pediatric ER. And she would get up every morning and she'd see like 10 female cardinals. And she wouldn't see a male cardinal, and she really wanted to see the male cardinal. And then I'd get up, however much later, and I'd see like 5 male cardinals just dancing around my yard, and she always missed them. Yes, the cardinals are beautiful, and I didn't realize that they aren't in Europe, but in the in especially eastern U.S. and Eastern Americas, they're very common and they're beautiful. And then people kind of think of them as a visitor from loved ones who are no longer here. And I certainly understand that because my mother just adored cardinals. She loved cardinals. And she's been gone for a few years. And, I do think of her when I see cardinals. And this is the beak. There. Doesn't it look good? And then for the eyes, there is an eye in the pattern. It's just a tiny circle. Um, but I think it works better to just paint one or use some dimensional paint. I've got 2 things here I've used before. This is called, it's hard to see, Liquid Pearls. And this one is kind of an onyx color, real shiny. And this is Enamel Accents, and it makes a really shiny black dot. But also they're dimensional, so it's kind of heaped up and it looks really good. But you could just paint it. You can use the circles on the pattern. It's just that they're kind of a pain. Okay, let me glue this wing together. Applying glue to the wing above. Matching the holes. I'm going to match the holes once I get them all together. Use my needle. Yeah. Where is that? There. Okay. You should match them up first before you glue. Let's see if we can line this one up correctly. There. And now I can smush them down. Yes, these would be great for gift tags. And they're so easy. I mean, I just started doing the prep this morning, and that includes cutting them out, painting them, and getting up late. And if you make them out of card stock, they're, obviously even faster. Okay, let's see. Before we place this one, let's do it this way. Put it on the needle, then put it in the hole. And just, I think I can line this up better because it's several layers. Yes, I gave some to my friends and they have them on their Christmas trees. But I don't have any until this year. But I'll probably still give these away. I have a friend I want to give them to. Okay. Yeah, yeah, we do need crafts that we can do while we're doing something else or family sitting around, and it's just, you can have them all cut out, painted if you want to paint them, and then just kind of glue them together. At your leisure. The beak fits in this black kind of decorative piece on the cardinal. That black kind of eye patch. Ah, shoot. I lost my wing. There we go. Okay, now let's try. I'm going to do one of the eye things. I'm going to try to do an eye. It goes about here, just above this black piece. Well, I think it dried out a little. I think it dried out in the nozzle. Oops. Well, it looks like he has an eyelash. And the other thing, if you do this, if you use the dimensional paint, you have to let it dry. You can't just flip it over and do the next side because it will smush. You'll ruin it. I'm going to go ahead and thread this through, trying to do it without messing up my cardinal eye, because the wings are not quite stuck down yet, and I don't want them to move anymore. Okay, let's see, pull that through. Trim this. There we go. There is our beautiful male cardinal. And the hole is kind of designed so that it hangs properly. So it hangs pretty straight. All right, I'm going to set him aside. And let's look at the Bluebird. Bluebird has 4 pieces on the wing. I really like the Bluebird wing. Let me show you. And there's a Goldfinch as well. So I like how this swoops. And I mentioned in my website that I use these from, that I drew them from some Audubon drawings. Here, and then these are the yellow pieces for the Eastern Bluebird. But you could do them in white if you are from the West. For those of you out west. Oh yeah, yes, you can cut these on a joy. What determines cutting them on a joy is the widest part. And if the widest part is less than 4 inches, and you know, it clearly is, if the widest part is less than 4 inches, you can cut it on a joy. So yes. And I've cut cardboard on a joy. I've cut my some of my little houses, some of the miniature houses on a joy. You use the foil tool as the scoring tool. And like here, I think I've got one here. I've got a couple here. Like this is a mason jar house. This one cuts on a joy. It's easy. And here's a mason jar. I don't know if you can see this one. I'm going to tip it over. I actually put it in a jar. And I used Epsom salts at the bottom because I didn't want to use like real salt. So I used Epsom salts for the snow at the bottom. And this is a pickle jar, and I like it because it's so wide. It was so easy to put the house inside. So if you want to save pickle jars. And the little house, those particular houses are tiny houses for mason jars. I think that's what the name of the tutorial is. And the last piece for the Eastern Bluebird is the white at the base, kind of the white under the tummy. Okay. Oh wait, you need 2 sides. I'm doing the Bluebird because I just want to see how thick it is. I haven't done one out of cardstock for a while. I just want to see what it looks like with just 2 layers of cardstock. And this blue cardstock is 1 10-pound cardstock. But you know, the more layers you glue together, the thicker it is and the sturdier it is and the better it will last. But we have to balance that with our time. So I understand that as well. Okay, so this is a left wing, right wing. Left, left. Oh, looks like lots of lefts. No, that's a left. Right. And beaks. I thought I had 2. There are 2 little beaks and 2 white pieces. So I always like to do the wings first. Got my needle. Oh, I get my 110 cardstock from, I usually get it from Michael's. But one nice thing about 12 by 12 cardstock, one really nice benefit is that you can actually search by cardstock weight. And so it's above, they've got a section that's where all the cardstock is above 100 pound. So it's thicker. And the other advantage is if you only need 1 or 2 sheets, you can buy just 1 or 2 sheets at a time. Whereas, okay, for the blue, for this pretty blue, I have to get like 2 other blues that I think are ugly. And my friend Emily makes fun of me. You know, Emily Miner of Miner DIY makes really beautiful pop-up cards and stuff. She loves purple. And in order to get the 2 shades of purple I like, I have to get like 2 shades I just can't stand. So, yeah. So I do think it's easy to order from Michael's. And if you pay attention, they'll have sales where you can get like 2 for 1, 2 packs. Like 1 at regular price, 1 at half price. They always have coupons. So that's usually where I get it. And I think it cuts really nicely too. That's the other advantage of Michael's. But if you really just want 1 or 2 sheets of a specific color and a specific weight, 12 by 12 cardstock shop is a good place to go. Yeah, if you're looking for cardstock, Michael's is just really easy. But you get the, like I said, these shades you don't like. So I came up with a way to get rid of the shades. Like there's like this neon green I like almost never use. So what I do is I donate it to my local elementary school. So I go there about twice a year and I give them the colors I don't want. I actually give them a lot of supplies, you know, because just like I'm an over gluer, I'm an over buyer. So I tend to weigh, I might need, you know, 100 more sheets of the heavy white cardstock. All right, so that's next. Let's see, should we do this first? Let me see. Yes, because the wing overlapped. I wanted to show you the Bluebird because I haven't made it in a while, and let's see where it goes. The curve, you match up the curve to kind of the neck of the Bluebird, and the wing is going to overlap it, I think. So you can do the, yeah. So let's add the yellow breast. Sonia said she loves neon green. I just can't figure out what I want to make with it. I should probably make some, you know, Frankenstein-y house or something. Okay, let's do the other side while we're at it. Oh, I know. We probably should have done the white first. Because the white is designed to intersect, you know, so let's get the white in there. Actually, this white piece goes here. Have to remove it. So for this one, the white piece, and see kind of there's like a little indentation here, match up that indentation. Apply more glue to your removed yellow breast piece. Kind of tuck it in there and it fits nicely, so it tells you exactly where to put it. See, it fits right in there. Then you don't have to guess where it goes. And let's see, the wing. And you can turn the wing if you want, as long as you line up the holes. Beak. Yes, that's the wrong beak. Let's see. I'm not sure how this. Oh, this is a much sharper beak because the bluebird eats different things. The shorter, thicker beaks are birds that kind of go after seeds. Really long beaks go after kind of in flowers, pollen, you know, stuff in flowers. And a wing. Oh, Susan said she looks good in that green and neon green. That's so funny. Well, I have to store up these ideas for neon green. Yes, the Grinch is really big this year. I've seen it in some of the stores. And I'm like, I should do a Grinch Village, but the reason I haven't is because they're curved houses. They are much harder to make, so there we go. Do the same thing. Oh, see, I did it. I did it again. Let's move you out of the way. Let's do our white piece. How does this one go? I think I cut too of the same side. This is kind of the back side, but you just flip it. My brother is a very good writer, and he likes to play with words. Obviously, I'm much more visual. Oh, I think he's saying he gets jealous in these craft circles. It's not exactly his skill. Although you should have seen him fixing my tire. That was so impressive. Yes, I need a lot of help. You know, the other thing my brother does for me is he cooks Thanksgiving. Oh, that would be such a nightmare for me. I'm a really nervous cook. And so, not having the pressure for Thanksgiving is really nice. I do the mashed potatoes, partly because I add more butter than he would ever think of adding. Okay. And see, actually, this looks pretty good with just one layer. This is, like I said, 110 cardstock. Glue them together. It's pretty sturdy. You can see how thick it is. I mean, it's not tiny. Or you could just decorate the other one with just the one piece with these, with the other side with an extra breast, white piece, and another wing and a wing and a beak. Yes, everybody does have their skill set. You know, when I go, I have like three favorite waitresses, and when I go, they always ask me medical questions. And I was a pediatrician, and they're asking me about bone loss, bone density, hip fractures. Like, y'all are a little bit out of my age group. Here, Bluebird looks good. I like this. I like this shade of blue. I painted it a different blue. I don't know which one's more accurate for the Bluebird. Yes, Susan, exactly. You could add more pieces, but I'm kind of surprised at how thick this is and really looks good. Okay, now in terms of glittering, I'm not going to glitter. I don't want to keep you too long, but I use Mod Podge. I just paint the piece with Mod Podge, the entire piece. Probably should do it before the string is in. And then I like a certain glitter that isn't as staticky, that doesn't spread around. It's this rock candy glitter. And, it lasts a long time. And one thing, it's kind of designed to have different size speckles. It's not so uniform. So I think it just has a beautiful shine to it. And it doesn't, I mean, I have some on my fingers, but it doesn't shed like a lot of glitter. So I just lightly paint it with Mod Podge, do one side at a time. Or like if you were holding the beak, do this, let that dry, do the beak, flip it over. And so you can actually or I guess you could hold it while and glitter. But if your fingers get in the glue and then you glitter, you have like a blank spot or a thick one. So yeah, the Cardinal looks really good at glitter too, but it does mute the red. That's the other thing. But it does make it much more Christmassy. Okay, let me see if I can see any questions. I'm going to switch back to the front somehow. Let me go to my front camera. Move my light out of the way. Okay. Yes. Okay. Anything else? Um, Starting Sunday is my 12-day event, and I've got stuff that I just love. I don't have all my videos done. I don't have hardly anything done except some patterns and lots of ideas, but they are really fun and really different. Also, I'm doing an event with 12 by 12 cardstock, and I think you're really going to like that. So once I get the link, once they kind of release it, I will send you a link. So I will write you again later this week. And my wreath, my alpine wreath, is only on sale. I mean, it's still going to be for sale. I have paint on my face. It's still going to be for sale, but not on sale starting December 1st. Because I want you to get it, if you want it, I want you to get it so you got enough time to make it for this Christmas. It's kind of hard to look at yourself when you're, covered in paint on your face. Okay, I think I used enamel accents, and this is several years old. So I made these ornaments in 2020, and that's when I used this. So it's been good for a long time. And this is liquid pearls. It's a more pearlescent, shiny one. Okay. Yeah. Any other? I'm looking for more questions. I told Keisha about this is what I use for the eye. And yes, exactly. If you want a really brilliant red cardinal, use red glitter. The hanging reindeer. That is one of my, it's like a little gift box. And it's got I've got a series of gift boxes. So I've got the reindeer, I've got a Santa, and the Santa is up here. I need to stand up because, like, they're gonna see my butt. And this is a Santa, and we're gonna have a Santa in my event, kind of a dancing Santa. And I think there are about 10 things. Half of them are Halloween, half are Christmas. But I'm gonna add. Can you wait just a second? I'm going to show you what I'm going to add. So when you buy it, if you buy it, okay. So I made these. Talk about bluebirds. I made these last year for an event, and they're not anywhere on my blog. And the little this is a certain kind of deer. So I'm going to add these gift baskets to that product. So even if you buy it now, I will add them, and you can get them later. Let's see, what else did I have? I have a little deer somewhere. Here's the deer. So I think there are 3 that are free on my website, but the little sheep and I think the bluebird are not. Okay. Oh, Vanessa, that's very nice. Yes. Yeah, that I always like, oh no, I have to stand up. And fortunately, I tilted my camera back so you didn't have to get the view I was afraid of. Okay, I'm gonna go. I haven't eaten lunch yet, so it's about 2:40. So I'm gonna go see one of my favorite waitresses and get a sandwich, and I will see. I will talk to y'all later. Remember the Christmas contest, and the 12 by 12 cardstock thing starts the day after Thanksgiving. So, and I think mine is one of the very first ones. I'll email you about that. And then the start of my event on December 1st. And I'm going to do a live every day, I think, except possibly the last day because I'm going to see my sister. Oh, somebody was asking about the snowman. Yes, the snowman's in the same set. So it's kind of like, I don't know if you had one of those. My mother had one. It's a little picture that was a Santa face on it. So, yes, I am going to be busy. Okay. But I like it. I like it. You know, somebody, I was talking to somebody and they're like, you have the best job. I'm like, yeah, I do. And I made it up. That's what makes it best. I made it up. Okay. Alrighty. Okay, y'all take care. I'll see y'all Sunday, first day of the event, December 1st. Okay, y'all take care. Bye.